now like to Mr. Riske to start with his statement.
Thank you, Michael. I hope it's okay to speak in English because we have an international. I see most people in the room have no problem with that. Und wenn es wirklich anstrengend wird, das kann man auch.
And if it really gets difficult, we can do this in German.
To KION today, welcome to the headquarters. I'm especially happy that the press could come on short notice. I know it's not so easy, and the things went pretty quickly, but thank you very much. We also are happy that some of the journalists have joined us via telephone from China and elsewhere. Welcome to the media briefing for KION Group with our partner, Weichai Power. And again, apologies for such short notice. I have the great pleasure today to introduce you to this strategic partnership that is on the Chinese side, headed by my friend, Mr. Zhang Kui, who is here a long-standing manager, general manager, president of Shandong Heavy Industries, the parent company, and member of the board of Weichai Power Limited. Mr. Zhang and I are also in the past couple of months have worked very hard together to form a common vision here for our partnership, and we'd like to tell a little bit about that together. I'm very glad that you are here next to me today. I know in the discussions we've had, especially with your chairman, who I know personally, Chairman Tan in China. I've known him personally now for 12 years, working with him on different projects on different occasions. So we are familiar with each other, have worked together in the past, and this is a very exciting step for both organizations going forward. This is, we call it, a start of a new chapter in the history of the KION Group, a chapter that will expand our international dimensions significantly. This is really today the first day of a new chapter for the KION Group. The Weichai Power, a subsidiary of Shandong Heavy Industries, will join our existing shareholders, Goldman Sachs and KKR, and take a 25% via capital increase, so a 25% stake in the KION Group. At the same time, Weichai Power will invest in our hydraulics business and acquire a 70% majority stake. So we have an investment at the group level, and we have an investment at the business level of Linde Hydraulics. We welcome this decision by Weichai Power to become partner of KION. And for your information, the proceeds coming out of the transaction will go into bettering the capital structure of the KION Group. So it will come via a capital increase, and we will use that to reduce our debt. But this is not a financial transaction. This is a strategic partnership. A partnership that is designed on a long-term basis for these two great enterprises to work closer together. For KION, this will offer an enormous opportunity for growth with Weichai Power, access to world markets, access to Asian markets, and world-class technology. What do we strive for? Both of us, Weichai Power and KION, share a mutual vision. We are aiming, very simply, to become global leading players in our different markets. Leading global players in the forklift business, Weichai Power, a leading global player, hydraulics business, engine business, and other businesses that Mr. Zhang will describe to you. Weichai Power and KION have agreed on several areas of strategic cooperation, including supplies of parts and components. In addition, both companies intend to create mutual benefits through their respective sales and service networks and production capacities to significantly boost our growth ability and to enhance our competitiveness. The global market for material handling, as many of you know, has changed rapidly during the past 5 years. The growth markets in Asia, Eastern Europe, South America are becoming more and more vital with each year that goes by. With our new partner, KION will have even better access than it does today, especially in the Asian and China markets. We are today present in China with our own manufacturing, sales and service activities. We have developed this business for 2 decades. So KION has been active in China for 20 years. We have a strong position, but this partnership will definitely strengthen this position in China. Just a few short facts about the Chinese forklift market. With a demand of some 250,000 trucks, China alone represents a quarter, 25% of the total global market. And if I take in all of South Asia, we're getting close to 30% of the total global demand for forklifts. So over the past 2 decades, China has been growing faster than any other market in the world for our products. And even though we were entering 20 years ago into the market with a very big investment that surprised many people with our factory in Xiamen, I think today it is clear we are following a very long-term strategy and we see very real benefits in the bottom line. So it's not about short-term expectations. It's not about what you can do short-term. Our strategy focuses on long-term opportunities and our ability to turn this potential into reality. It doesn't help to talk about potentials year after year. You have to turn potential into reality. Another part of this cooperation is the hydraulics business. The hydraulics business employs today about 1,400 highly skilled people that produce high-quality components that are in core applications for our own forklifts, but also in core applications for construction equipment and agriculture equipment. Weichai Power will hold a majority stake in this business, and KION will retain a strategic stake. And the new company will be named Linde Hydraulics. With Weichai Power as its new majority owner, the company will be uniquely positioned for future growth, and the traditional links between hydraulics and KION will be maintained. Weichai Power will be the catalyst to implement the new growth strategy and to go forward with full power. Linde Hydraulics will gain access to these additional markets, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. Linde Hydraulics will benefit from Weichai Power's in-house demand for hydraulics products, for its own construction equipment, for its own business sectors that are using hydraulics components heavily. Our brand Linde Forklift business will obviously take advantage as well. We have agreed on an exclusive long-term purchase and supply agreement. So for the Linde Forklift business to purchase products from the Linde Hydraulics business and for the Linde Hydraulics to deliver these products to Linde Forklift business. This will ensure that the Linde brand of products has the full advantage of the new scale, the new depth of Linde Hydraulics, and to continue to uniquely be positioned in the global competitive market with hydrostatic drive technology. So for both companies, it's a clear win-win situation. To underscore how serious our ambitions are in the hydraulic business plan, we've already included the construction of a new facility to be located next to the existing facilities in Nilkheim and Aschaffenburg. The plant is to be built in the next to the existing facilities, and will have the opportunity to go for growth in the business. This is not just a move from one side of the road to another. The new hydraulics plant will have additional capacity that is needed for future growth in this business sector. This is just to underline the potential that we see in this new partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one more thing that I'm very proud of in this transaction and this process that we were able to do with our dear friend and dear partner, Weichai Power. All shareholders of the supervisory board, the entire supervisory board, workers' councils, the entire management team, employee representatives are all committed to this partnership. We all, and all factors in this company, are behind this project and strongly believe that KION will be even better positioned for the future. I would now like to take the opportunity to thank Mr. Zhang and my good friend Mr. Tan as well for your commitment to KION and for the commitment to our long-term project that we are now undertaking.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Riske. Mr. Zhang, may I ask you for your statement?
Sure.